Okay, I'm in a mood to do some flying for some reason, so I'm going to show off F-15 Strike Eagle 2, which is a fun little flight simulator, although it has some beefs, which I'll get to, so let's go ahead and run the game. Starts off with a standard setup screen, which you can't see because, yeah, sorry, it doesn't show up. I'm just going to go through it. It's asking if I have a joystick. I'll say no. I'll select VGA 256 color graphics. And I'm going to select IBM sound instead of ad-lib sound because this is actually one of few games in which the IBM internal PC speaker sounds better than the ad-lib sound card. Very few games do that, but this one does. So there we go. It's from Microprose. The usual Microprose advertising for other Microprose games applies. That's the opening screen for the game. I apologize that you can't really see the graphic because it's a different resolution than the rest of the game, so the window is a lot larger and Cam Studio is not capturing it, but I find that opening jingle rather catchy. Here we go. We shouldn't have that problem again. The rest of the game, I think, runs in this resolution. So here's the list of world's greatest F-15 pilots. It's empty right now. I'm going to press Escape to enter a new pilot and type in my name. So we start off as a second lieutenant, and we're going to be second lieutenant late flight. Okay. Setup is very simple. Difficulty, choose your difficulty. I'll choose veteran. You can choose rookie to get off to a good start. Pilot is for the casual player. And then there's ace, which is the ultimate challenge, but I'm not really that hardcore. Veteran is pretty doable. So I'm a slightly serious player, but not an extremely serious player. We can choose our theater. I'm going to go for, I think Libya and the Persian Gulf are easier. I'm not sure about Vietnam, but I'm going to go for the Middle East. And it tells us our mission, which you can ignore completely. Basically, just ignore your mission. Basically, your mission is always, in every mission in this game, blow up the primary target and blow up the secondary target, then land at some airbase somewhere. That's it. That's all we need to know. So I'm going to take off. And right off the top, I'm going to blow up this F-1 Mirage, which starts off in front of us. Fired a Sidewinder at it. And the F-1 blew up. Okay. On the left-hand side, you can see a little display that's kind of a map. And I'm just going to fly towards our primary target, which is that flickering sort of orange dot that's slightly to the north of us. This game is kind of fun, but it's a little bit arcade-like. It's not that much of a realistic simulation. Because, for one thing, the plane flies too fast. I'm making way too quick progress towards our first goal. I mean, the F-15 is a strike craft, and it's supposed to take an hour or two to get where you're going, but in this game it happens in a couple of minutes. It's just not, that's just not how it works in real life. Too much like an arcade game. And also, when things fire missiles at you, you don't even need to drop chaff or flares. You can avoid almost all missiles in this game by just flying perpendicular to them. If you look at the radar display that's in the center, I think it's this F-1 that just shot a missile at me, and I just dodged it quite handily. Now I'm going to fire a Sidewinder at him, and that's another thing. Everything in this game is a one-hit kill, whether it's a ground or an air target that you're shooting at. You can destroy anything with one missile, whereas it takes several hits from enemy missiles to destroy you, which is kind of like an arcade game. And it makes the game easier, but it's also, it's not particularly realistic, although I guess I don't know, maybe it's more fun. See, I've got another missile coming at me, that's a radar-guided missile because it's yellow. And if you just fly perpendicularly to it, then it will get thrown off course. Okay, so I'm close to my primary target now. I'm going to press G to switch to my ground attack missiles, and I got a missile lock on the primary target, so I press Enter to fire a missile, and there we go. That's all we need to do. Maverick missiles are fire and forget, so you just shoot your Maverick at the target, and you can turn away. You don't even need to keep looking at the target.
Good hit.
I kept looking at it just so you could see the missile hit its target, but boy, that was close. Those two missiles almost hit me. But again, you can dodge any missile that's coming at you just by flying perpendicular to its path. So, okay, moving on then. Yeah, the plane flies too fast. All your enemies are one-hit kills. You also can't select your weapon loadout in this game. You always fly every mission with 4 AMRAAMs, which are medium-range air-to-air missiles, 4 Sidewinders, which are short-range air-to-air missiles, and 6 Mavericks, which are air-to-ground missiles. And there is no way to customize your weapon loadout at all. Basically, you can shoot... I'm using up my Sidewinders first because they're short-range. I just shot down that F-15 Tiger. Oh. I'm not paying attention to the missiles that are coming at me. Should pay more attention. You can change the zoom of that center screen by pressing R. This is short-range radar, that's long-range, this is medium-range radar. Yeah, medium-range is pretty decent. And I've got an F-1 Mirage coming at me. I'll use up my last Sidewinder on that. And then I'll be back to medium-range missiles. Because I'll be out of short-range missiles. F1 got hit. Okay, now I press M to choose my medium-range missiles. I'm going to shoot down this MiG-23 Flogger. Actually, I probably could have just shot that down with a gun. He's so close, I probably could have just hit him with gunfire, but oh well. So yeah, way too many opponents in this game. Way too many missiles coming at you. Way too easy to dodge the missiles. Although I guess I shouldn't complain because I usually, in most flight sims, I keep getting shot down by surface-to-air missiles. So I guess the fact that in this game it's easy to dodge missiles, maybe I shouldn't complain. I've got a missile coming at me, but I waited until I could shoot an AMRAAM at that F-15 Tiger, and now that F-15 Tiger should get hit. Yes, it did. And I'm going to switch to ground missiles because I think my secondary target is near. Press T to cycle through targets, so there we go. There we go. Terrorist camp at Amman, secondary target. Not quite within firing range, though. I think the Maverick has a range of about 30 kilometers, so... yeah, I'm at over 60 kilometers, so I've got a little bit of time left before I can hit my... oh, I need to dodge that missile coming up behind me. Getting close, under 50 kilometers now. Boy, that warning klaxon is annoying. And I'm just about within range of shooting a Maverick at this target. Should be there soon. There we go, missile lock.
Nice shot.
And they